Sleek, sunny, and celebrity-studded, Cannes is a curving crescent of beaches, designer shops, and Art Deco architecture, the ultimate French Riviera resort of popular fantasy. In spite of being a favored destination among billionaires and movie stars, Cannes offers its wonderful weather, fantastic beaches, its huge choice of hotels and apartments, restaurants and entertainment for every taste and every pocket. Lives on and by the sea, as a high temple of world tourism for both business and leisure clientele, standing on the shores of one of the most beautiful seas in the world and boasting an outstanding setting, Cannes just had to have a marina that lives up to its reputation. Pleasure boaters will find every service they require inside the harbor, and restaurants and nightclubs are to be found within as well, very often frequented by the most famous stars in showbiz, particularly during the Cannes Film Festival and in the summer. The pleasure of simply strolling down one of the greenest harbors on the French Riviera is also not to be neglected. Thanks to its ideal location on Boulevard de la Croisette, Cannes Harbor offers immediate access to the town's center, its shops, beaches, and restaurants. Cannes and all its major events are just waiting to be explored, time and time again. Favorite spot among locals and visitors alike, the wonderful La Croisette Promenade is the heart of the town, hugging the seashore and its beaches for several kilometers. People seeking calm and isolated beaches can head towards any of the many private beaches Cannes has to offer. Many film stars hire a pricey but isolated strip of sand to get away from the fans and the paparazzi and let the Mediterranean sunshine work its magic. But even if you can't afford your own little piece of heaven, do not fret. All along Cannes' seafront are many free public beaches. Popular amongst the locals and tourists alike, these sandy havens provide plenty of recreational activities. weather in Cannes is at its best in June, when the Mistral has subsided. Early summer and early autumn are probably the best time to visit. The weather is still delightfully warm, but the town is less crowded. The summer months, or the high season, can be a little overcrowded, with a general increase in prices of up to 30%. The best and quickest way to get around Cannes is by simply walking. The town is small enough to explore by foot and offers many delightful sights to those who are willing to take the time to discover all of its nooks and corners. Up from a small fishing town on the south coast of France. It was only in the 19th century that Lord Brougham, former British councillor, established the city's reputation as a health resort among the British aristocracy. The trend spread to the French establishment, and the arrival of the railway increased Cannes' accessibility. Soon, the international aristocracy were playing golf and enjoying the hot and dry Mediterranean climate, and Cannes started evolving into the elegant beach resort it is today. A 5-minute walk from the beach will bring you to Cannes' old town, which huddles on and around the hill of Les Souquettes. This area of picturesque provincial alleyways is the original fishermen's residential area of Cannes. The pedestrian streets are replete with cozy restaurants, art galleries and shops, the perfect setting for a romantic vacation at the shores of the Riviera. Up the hill in Les Souquettes, the Musée de la Castre resides inside an impressive chateau that was once the castle of Cannes. The tower and chateau were built by the monks of Lerane in the 11th century to protect the port. Founded in 1877, the museum moved into the chateau in 1952. Is one of the area's most exotic collections, which includes Mayan pottery, Peruvian relics, and objects from the Pacific Islands. The artifacts on exhibit were collected by noted travelers, Guinaud de la Coche and Baron Lick Lama, both of whom were intrigued with the ethnology of areas like Asia, the Pacific Rim, the Middle East, pre-Columbian America, and Greece. Also to be found in the museum are 19th century paintings by local artists. finished looking around the museum, make your way to the top of the tower for a spectacular view of Cannes. In 1939, the French government chose Cannes as the suitably sunny location for its film festival. From what was originally an opportunity for wealthy tourists to rub shoulders with movie stars at glamorous parties, the event has grown to become what is probably the most prestigious film festival in the world. It is also the main annual rendezvous for all members of the movie industry. As well as screening world premieres of the year's biggest films, the festival includes masterclasses, tributes and exhibitions honoring stars of the silver screen, past and present. Only journalists and those working in the film industry are allowed to attend the event, but the presence of so many stars in town always attracts thousands of visitors hoping to catch a glimpse of the rich and famous. During the festival, but all year round, Cannes draws a wealthy clientele to its palm-lined boardwalk, inviting sandy beaches and innumerable boutiques. However, many fun-loving travelers also come to soak up the sun, play in the waves, and party all night in Cannes' non-stop hotspots at some of the lowest prices on the Côte d'Azur.